Welcome back. Tens of thousands of Americans are stranded at airports across the country right now. And so far today, more than 1,800 flights already canceled, with more than 600 delayed. Now pilots are fighting back, calling on the Federal Air Administration, the FAA, to investigate airlines, as a massive staff shortage shows no sign of getting better. Here to react and talk about the multiple reasons why planes are delayed, Making Money host Charles Payne from Fox Business. Charles, this is devastating. I mean, you're so helpless unless you are fortunate enough to be able to afford private travel. You sit there and your life, your vacations just melt away.
Every single trip. I don't know about you, but the last few times I've flown, it has been an unmitigated nightmare. I mean, unmitigated nightmare.
And no one has any explanation.
You know what? It's tough because everyone is frustrated, right? And it rolls downhill. This is the worst run, maybe the worst run industry in America, okay? Here's why people should be offended. First of all, obviously, we're paying for a service, but they got $54 billion during COVID. $54 billion. They said, you know what we're going to do? We need the money, Congress, because obviously we shut down the economy. That was kind of reasonable. What are you going to do with it? We're going to keep people trained up. We're going to be ready so when we reopen, it'll be seamless. Seamless? Are you kidding me? Have you ever seen pictures of these desert boneyards with the planes?
Yeah.
I'm talking like hundreds and hundreds of planes. Then they had this thing what they call the awakening, where they try to bring them back online. It's methodical. It's not happening. So, you know, listen, because for the industry, anytime a plane takes off and there's an empty seat, that's money they can never make again. That's a lost opportunity.
So they cut the flight.
It always behooves them to have a small amount of planes in the air, to pack them to the gills, and this is what happens.
COVID-19 mandates, people testing positive. A lot of people left the business in particular, and a lot of pilots don't want to be pilots anymore.
Yeah, no, and that's a lot of industries, right? But that's incumbent upon this industry to do the right thing. They've got $180 billion in debt collectively. Soon their debt's going to be more than their revenues. It is the worst-run business in America. Unfortunately, almost all of us have to take these flights, and it is just. You know, I'm not a big, we should investigate this or that kind of person, but we have poured enough money into this industry as taxpayers to be served better.
Don't tell me the flight's there and then have it not there and they just cancel it. So there's something else going on. There's these pro-American T-shirts that have a gun depicted in them on their decal, and a woman came in and tweeted about it in Kroger as well as Harris Teeter's. And here's what she said. The customer complaint says, as soon as these items were brought to, and this is the response from the company, as soon as these items were brought to our attention, we put a recall request in, and these items are being removed from all store locations. Then people say, wait a second, one person complains and you pull them all out? Should we ban beer?
I think the word liberty probably offended her more than anything else. What about the movies? Should we stop? I mean, can we shut down all of Hollywood? Can we shut down all of television? The hypocrisy, you know? I mean, this is like, it just, I don't even understand it. You know, do people know American history? Do they understand their own safety? They understand there's a certain amount. We've got to this place because, you know what, from time to time we actually have the ability to fight back. And it's just, you know, it's amazing to me. It really is acute amongst publicly traded companies, though. And this has also gotten worse with the ESG movement. I'm telling you, ESG, people need to look into that because that is one of the driving forces why we pay so much for gasoline and why liberty is at risk right now.
What does it mean, ESG? Environmental,
social, and governance. It's supposed to be this sort of social justice cure-all to make these billionaire, private equity guys feel better about themselves. It's a disaster.
It is.
But it's powerful.
Right. If you don't like the shirt, maybe you don't buy the shirt, and maybe you go somewhere else. Don't make them change policy.
And here's the thing. You can't get a flight anywhere. Golly, at least let's go to Kroger's and buy a T-shirt. What the heck?
Not anymore.
Yeah.
And it's probably 100% cotton's going to shrink anyway. Thanks so much, Charles.
See you
Appreciate
later.
it. Hey, Making Money with Charles. He's going to be wearing the same fantastic suit today at 2 o'clock on FBN.
Absolutely.
Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Kilmeade. I want you to do me a favor. I want you to click to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page. This is the only way that I know for sure that you're not going to miss any great commentary, any great news bites, any great interviews coming your way on Fox. You can get it all here on YouTube. So subscribe right now.